What is it inside of some women that fuels them to refuse to subjugate themselves to their oppressors and challenge the status quo? Of all the women who stared down their oppressors and refused to be silenced, Sojourner Truth ranks right up there at the top. Her birth name was Isabella Baumfree, and she was born into slavery somewhere between 1797 and 1800. At 9 years old, she was sold with a flock of sheep for $100 to John Healy of New York, who she stated beat her every day. She was sold several more times to slaveholders who beat and raped her regularly. Late in 1826, Sojourner escaped to freedom with her infant daughter, leaving her 4 other children behind. When she learned that her 5-year-old son had been illegally sold to a man in Alabama, she became one of the first black women to go to court against a white man and eventually won the case. 1843 was the year she changed her name to Sojourner Truth, citing a calling by God to speak the truth as her reason for the name change. She went on the lecture circuit denouncing slavery and advocating for women's rights, and in 1851 delivered her famous "Ain't I a Woman" speech at the Women's Rights Convention in Akron, Ohio. Though the recorded version is questioned, as Sojourner was well-spoken and wouldn't normally use such language, the sentiment was the same. In the speech, she questioned many beliefs regarding race and gender, but her question came from acknowledging that white women were afforded courtesies refused to black women, and why was that? Wasn't she a woman too? Her legacy of courage, faith, and fighting for what's right still lingers today in her many quotes and writings, including an autobiography of her life titled The Narrative of Sojourner Truth. In these uncertain and frightening times, it's women like Sojourner whose spirits we need to call in. Women who, under much dire circumstances, face down the hate and prejudice and refuse to cow to it. May we all reach deep and find the spirit and courage of Sojourner Truth within ourselves.